family mode.
Hello? Boleh dengar saya tak? Can you hear me? Clear or not clear? Good. Okay, so kita tunggu kawan yang lain. We will wait for our friends first. We are waiting. Okay, actually, people asking, is it English version or Malay version? This is the multi-language webinar because I'm really afraid. Uh, for example, I used to conduct English webinar and then Malay webinar. Sometimes I forgot to include info in the for example, I include 100% info in Malay webinar, but then I forgot to include the info in English webinar. So right now I'm making a multi-language. So I hope you get it. But if you didn't get it, you can just repeating. We have recording also. Okay, so yes, this webinar will be recorded. Okay, we wait for a few minutes, like 2-3 minutes. Wait for others. Kita tunggu dalam 2-3 minit. Macam tu. Saya takut ada yang tertinggal tau. Ada bila masuk English je, saya dah terlupa nak cakap apa dah. So banyak info yang tertinggal. So macam tu lah, that's why kita buat multi-language webinar. Kira macam multitasking lah macam ni. Saya dengar perempuan hebat dalam multitasking. Betul ke? Cik, macam apa, masuk bakul angkut sendiri. Betul. Ada. Okay. Digit nak letak apa? The digit is the go to webinar ID 272187099. Ini webinar ID. Okay. Don't copy paste. Tulis sebiji-sebiji. With the do not copy paste, guys. Just tulis sebiji-sebiji. Yes, no sound because I didn't speak. All right. So Matt, can you hear me? Or let me see. Can someone please send the link for where you enter the meeting ID? It's a GoToWebinar, and yeah, yeah, I will pin this one. I pin already, so you can just see and click this link. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to start. Saya akan mula sekarang. It's okay. Kita ada recording. We have recording, okay? Okay, actually this webinar I have explained before, but this one I'm going to give um more more examples, okay? All right. So yeah, Bismillah. Uh, Sekejap ya. Mana pula? Terlupa dah. Okay. All right. So I'm going to teach you today about the Confluence principle and about the skills in direction. So first, I'm going to start with Confluence principle first. So people asking me what is Confluence principle. Um, what I like more about Confluence principle is they are different. They are different. Mereka adalah berbeza dari CK 1, 2, dan 3. Okay, sebab because uh, when I explain CK 1, 2, 3, all hybrid, and another one, what else? Cloud also. Actually, it's because of the setups. I didn't touch any topics about direction. Saya tak sentuh tentang setup Confluence Principle. Saya sentuh tentang direction. Okay, so please don't mix it up. Don't mix it up. And let me show you how it works. Wait. Hmm. 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 Okay, so this is confluence principle. Don't get headache. Jangan pening kepala. Uh, ini hanyalah lakonan semata-mata. This is just confluence. Okay, nothing more. Okay, there's nothing specific. There's no specific line or whatever confluence I'm talking about here. So the thing is you just playing with your trend line, even me, I don't really use trend line in my trade. Saya tak guna trend line. Saya bukan tak guna, saya jarang guna trend line dalam trade saya, dalam trading saya. So conference principle ni sebenarnya, actually conference principle is helping you to detect direction. If you have this kind of problem of, because even I have taught you direction, walaupun saya dah ajar direction, even I have taught you guys direction, you still have problems of finding direction. Korang masih tetap mengalami masalah untuk mencari direction, untuk menentukan adakah ini satu direction yang kita boleh diguna pakai, or this a direction that we can apply in our trading. So you still have confused, you still confused. I can see that from the assignment, from all the assignments that you have sent. Semua assignment yang kurang, ada yang faham bagus dan ada yang kurang faham. Macam saya pun bukannya belajar terus pandai. At first I'm not really pro. I don't really get into how to use direction. Saya bukannya pandai sangat pun masa first saya belajar direction. Saya pun mengalami pengalaman yang sama. Okay, I don't know how to detect this kind of direction and that kind of direction. So, okay. So now I'm going to move into here. This is how it looks like. We have confluence. We have first, second point, and then we have, for example, we have DMD1 here. Okay, we have DMD1. Okay, DMD1. Okay, for example, we have the MD1 here, and then the price start making rejection. For example, usually we always see in price making QM here. Selalunya price akan buat QM. Selalu lah kalau kita perasan kan, kadang-kadang manipulation, tapi selalunya dia buat QMR plus buat QM. So, and at the same time, price buat QM dan dia berada dalam third point ataupun saya panggil third trend line. Okay, and then price datang semula. Mana pun. Price datang semula dan terus terjun. So, sini TP kita. TP2, saya selalu ambil this is TP1, this is TP2. Okay, alright. Now, I give you example. Saya bagi satu contoh. Okay, so sekarang kita ada double Marubozu. Okay, price dah start buat rejection dekat sini. Okay, and then kita nampak apa lagi? Dan kita tak sure. Kita kan kadang-kadang saya tengok ada trader yang dia ada masalah. Sometimes you guys hesitate. You were thinking, oh my God, can I entry? What happened? Can I entry? And then you start to put small lot, for example. Kita tak nak lah lot kecil ni. So, apa kita buat? Kita pergi cari Confluence. Okay. In my CK1, CK2, whatever, this must be a setup, but this is Confluence principle. So we have Confluence principle, we have double Marubozu, we have DMD1 in here, and then let's look for setup. Okay, so now I'm going to switch for small time frame if there's any setup in here. So now what we see here, we see high, low, higher high, lower low, high, low, higher high, lower low. We have confluence, we have double Marubozu, and we have rejection. Okay, so then I'm going to play. The price came back. The price came back and continue fall. Okay, I go to H4, back and continue fall. Okay, so this is, we have confluence, we have double Marubozu. So I remind you back, saya ingatkan semula bahawa confluence principle adalah untuk trader yang mengalami masalah untuk find direction. Confluence principle is for the traders who has problems of finding direction, such as double Marubozu, such as the MD1 and the MD2. Okay, so this is how it looks like. We have confluence. This is blind spot. So DS BSD ini adalah blind spot direction, and then price dia reject, then dia buat apa? Dia buat QM dekat sini. Okay, and this one also same. Kita ada double Marubozu, price reject, and then dekat dalam M30 dia buat apa? Dia buat QMM. This is QMM setup. Ni jarang berlaku lah. This is seldom happen. Okay, but we have confluence, we have direction and all that. This one also same. Kita ada blind spot. And then kita ada confluence. Okay, and then kita ada apa? Kita ada QM. We have QM. Okay, we have confluence, we have QM. We have direction and all that. Ni semua mana yang saya dah Tinatandukan. All right, so this one is in daily. We have confluence. Look here. We have confluence, and then we have direction, double Maru direction. And then in H4, price what? QM. High, low, higher, high, lower, low. Price tatang semula, dan terus terjun. So you guys got it? So this is like you're playing games with the chart. You just um you just kind of lining up, okay? And then once you see confluence, okay, for example, you see confluence, you see direction, and then you see rejection, and then after that you see setup. That's the bonus for you. Okay, so so far paham tak? So far you understand? Sorry. So far paham tak? So far you understand? Okay. So do you have any and again, do you have any question? Nampak? If you look back in here, it look like, oh my God, what happened? Rasa macam susah je kan? Tak susah lah kalau korang dah belajar direction. If you guys learn direction, it's not really hard. Easy peasy. Okay. Um, any question so far? You can ask from the Telegram because dekat dalam inside the go to webinar box. Question box is too small. I cannot see well. When do you find confluence? After finding setups or before setups? When? Okay. Like this one. Let me read. When? Okay. First, wait. At first, usually I will find DMD1 first. Double Maribozu. And then once I find double Maribozu, I just want to make sure, um, is this double Maribozu I can apply it for Confluence? And then, yeah, we have Confluence. And then we have, and then we have QM in the lower time frame. We have rejection and then we have QM. And this QM got what? Engulfing candle as a confirmation. Okay, plug begini. And then we have confluence. We have double Mariposa. This is for the people who cannot find, because usually I don't really use confluence principle. Okay, maybe during compounding or whatever, I will use confluence principle. But usually I don't really use confluence principle. I don't like trend line actually. Okay, because once you have learned, you have no direction, why do you need confluence principle then? Okay. Conference 2 ada second draft wajib ada direction at high time frame. Conference 2 ada second draft wajib. Yes, direction. This is okay. Second point is direction. You have to know that. Do you look for confluence at the same time frame you find double Maribozu? Yes. Confluence must be at the M at high time frame, right? Yes. Yes. Okay. Like this one, double Maribozu. They're all in the second point. Okay, this is blind spot. Good job. This is blind spot. Usually clap, I say, this is different than clap. Clap must be bullish engulfing, bearish engulfing. But confluence principle, the second point must be direction. Okay. Alright. So, any question? If the setup already formed in lower time frame but don't have engulfing confirmation in higher time frame, is it risky? Sometimes price doesn't really make engulfing. I can say like it's 90% price make engulfing candle. The other 10% is really seldom. But that's why I recommend you to find engulfing as a confirmation. But sometimes it doesn't make engulfing. Yeah. Teacher boleh explain more pasal rejection? Rejection ni kejap ya. Mana dia? Ni nampak ni dia buat rejection. Dia turun, naik, up and down. Macam ni kan. Dia buat rejection tapi tak nampak setup. So kita biarkan je. Lepas tu dia buat rejection lagi. Dia rejection. Kadang-kadang saya panggil rejection ni macam bulu. Nampak ni. Dia reject. Dia buat candle apa? Pin bar. Macam-macam lah. Lepas tu kita dekat dalam time frame kecil, kita nampak dia buat setup. Dia turun, naik. Macam ni. Dia bagi, macam ni lah. Candle rejection. Okay. Tu saya cakap, rejection is not enough. Rejection sahaja is not enough. Kita mesti cari setup. Okay. Okay, lagi. Yes, weak. I call it sometimes blue. Bulu. The MD1 has to be on daily time frame or can also be H4. Chris, yeah. There, I have you seen my notes, the Bystra secret notes? I have show you the picture of the MD1 in M30. See? M30. Mana pula? It's in M30. The lowest you can find direction is M15 only because we need setup in M5 or M1. Allah, dia nak tunjuk ni lah. Pula dia tak ada. Kejap. Uh, yeah. This one in H1. Okay, we have double Marubozu. And then in the lower time frame, we have QM. Okay. Adakah semua setup yang ada direction ialah continuation? Okay. Sebenarnya kan direction ni dia ada banyak jenis tau. Ada separuh trader dia cakap apa tu rally base drop apa semua ni. Tapi bagi saya direction yang paling kuat adalah double Marubozu yang berada di dalam. Kalau korang tengok kan double Marubozu ni semua terletak dalam pertengahan trend tau. Mereka ni adalah berada dalam zone continuation like here. They all located in the middle apa pertengahan trend in continuation trend like this one. This is on continuation trend. Did I use this as a direction? No. Did I ever use this as a direction? No. Because it's too high risk. I don't want high risk. Bila jadi high risk, kita nak letak lot besar pun rasa macam ragu-ragu. If it's high risk, it's hard for us to put a bigger lot in our trades. So that's why I recommend everything. If you notice double Marubozu apa semua tu semua dekat dalam trend continuation, even in daily. Okay, like this one, right? It occurs baru-baru ni. Semuanya dalam pertengahan trend. Ada saya jadikan ni sebagai apa tu direction? No. Okay, macam tu. Okay, lagi ada apa-apa? Pakai line chart pun boleh tak untuk lukis Confluence? Line chart to, yes, can, but I never do that. You can use line chart for the Confluence. Cucuk-cucuk tak break the MD1 itu dikira rejection. Yeah. Can you teach more about rejection in English? I don't teach rejection. I just show how rejection looks like. I I I show you the one that making hair, something like this. This is rejection. You can see here. Let me show you. Okay, I'm going to. Okay, this is rejection. Let's see what's inside here. It's weekly and this is daily. Okay, we have fairly basically we have double maribozu. Can't you see that? We have double maribozu, and then in H4 we have price reject. Price didn't reject until up, so we still have opportunity to look for apa yang nak cakap? Look for opportunity. Okay, let me show you. Okay, this is the billing, if you see. Okay, price reject, and then price came back, make rejection. This one reject, no setup inside. So let's see num30. Do you see any setup? Yes. I'm going to color it pink, and I'm going to color QM. So we have QM, and in daily, you see, we have QM, low, high, lower, low, higher, high. And in daily, we have double Mariposa and price reject. Double Mariposa, price reject. Okay, all right. And you can see setup in M30. Okay, so next question. Wait, let me read. So generally you have Confluence for setup and Confluence for direction. Yes, the Confluence for directions, I call it Confluence principle. Teacher, dia MD1 mesti selari dengan kepala QM ya. Usually dia selari. Selalunya dia selari. Sometimes dia habis satu body dia selari dengan QM. Okay. Selalunya saya cari dia punya kepala ekor dia tu. Kepala dia tu. Tapi selalunya itulah. Dan sometimes kadang-kadang dia meliputi habis satu body QM tu. Okay. So if the if the direction already been rejected without forming a setup in lower time frame, and if the setup. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys this one. I'm going to show you this one. Okay. Okay. You see here, this is double Maribosa. Price got rejected at this double Maribosa. Okay. No setup here. Does this price go until to the previous low? Does this price go to the previous low? No. So, or does this price reach here in the previous price? No. So it's okay. The price came back The price came back and wait and make what? Make QM. You have to be aware if this price went until here, it touched the direction, even no setup, but it reached until here, you have to be aware. But it reached in here, but it touched here and it reached until here, yes, you still can use it. This is what's called the delay. Okay, it means that the price gives hesitation to you. Okay. If there's no setup at rejection, yeah, don't trade. Teacher, double maru to open and close at same price only or boleh tak kalau tak selari? Maksudnya macam mana eh? Open and close at same price only or boleh tak kalau tak selari? Double marubozu dia candle atas bawah bukan sebelah-sebelah. This is engulfing candle. This one. This is not double marubozu because they are beside to each other. Mereka sebelah-sebelah. This is double marubozu. Up and down. Okay. And then kita jadikan ni sebagai zone. Sekejap saya dah tak tahu mana nak baca soalan dah. How high can be the QM from the direction? How high can be the QM? I don't know how high, but I depends on the rejection. This one I will explain to you on how on the other later soon. Sekejap lagi. What is the minimum time frame to look for setup if we got the direction from H1? M1 lah. M1 selalunya paling minimum. M1 is the minimum. Teacher direction on high time frame setup mesti low time frame or tak kisah mana-mana time frame. Usually set up on the low time frame. Sometimes it occurs in the same time frame, but it's seldom. Jarang. Macam mana nak tahu steam direction dah habis? Okay, let me show you about the potong steam. Can you guys hear me? Okay, now I'm going to show you the price. Good job. Yeah. Okay, macam mana nak tahu price tu dah potong steam? How to know the price already finished steam? Macam mana explain it? Okay, let me show you. Here you see QM, high, low, higher high, lower low. Okay, are you going to entry in this QM? Let's see. Unfortunately, the price didn't retrace here. Sayangnya price tak retrace QM ni. So dia pergi mana? Dia pergi mana? Dia pergi dekat sini. So this is H1. H1 tak. So this is H4. So kita nampak apa? Kita nampak a big QM buy. Okay, so a big QM buy here. Okay, and then kita tengok dekat dalam daily candle, ini adalah apa? Tering, ini adalah DMD2. Nampak tak? Ini adalah DMD2. So, kalau saya masuk je. Tapi kalau kita nak letak lot lebih kan, if you want to put more lots, what you're going to do, okay, the parts going to retrace here, so I'm going to play. Okay, wait. Okay, so apa kita buat? Kita cari setup lah. Dia dah start reject kan. Kita cari setup kat dengan time frame kecil. So kita nampak apa? Kita nampak what we see here. We see there's no apa tu? There's no bullish and there's no QMR, but what we see here, we see bullish engulfing, and then we see H1, we see M30. Okay, this is manipulation setup. I'm going to buy here. This is manipulation setup. The manipulation setup is higher time frame is bullish engulfing, lower time frame is rally based rally. So let's see if the price going to react or not. Unfortunately, we cannot see QM here. Okay, so the nine. So we see QM manipulation here. We see manipulation setup here, and then at the same time, kita nampak QM reversal. Do you think the price going to respect this? What you have to know is QM punya TP, the QM's TP must be on the previous high, at least in here. So this is the TP. Okay, but are you going to sell here? I'm asking you. Korang nak sell ke dekat sini? Dia belum habis steam lagi. Steam dia sampai atas ni je. Korang rasa korang nak sell ke? Okay, tak apa. Kita tengok. Let's see. Yeah, it breaks your QM sell. Because QM dekat bawah ni belum habis steam. Okay, so that's what I mean. Steam means that you have to make sure this QM has fulfilled its order first. Then you can entry for any setup if this QM has been fulfilled. Faham tak? You guys faham? Okay, good. All right, so before that, okay, so clear ya, bab steam ni. Kita nak sell, we want to sell here, but dia belum apa, dia tengah react dekat QM besar ni. So rasa macam hesitate lah to sell around here. Okay, so I'm going to jump into the skills in direction. Are you ready? Okay, ini saya dedicate kepada trader yang masih tak faham macam mana nak guna apa, macam mana nak backtest. This I dedicate to the traders who still didn't know how to backtest. Okay, so okay, at first thing first, you have to mark, just same like me. Same like this. Okay, you start mark, playing around. You know, sometimes if you rajin sikit, you can do like this, and then you can paste in your PowerPoint or make it as a notes for you. Okay, so that you can familiar with the movement. So korang boleh familiar dengan movement, macam mana price react dengan setup dan direction. Korang buat macam ni lah. Okay, buat macam ni, buat macam ni. Saya pun selalu buat macam ni. Tapi saya pergi sampai M15. Okay, but then time to backtest. There are two types of trader. First, I show you. Okay. There are two types of traders. The first type of traders is like this. They saw ada double marbles dekat sini. They saw the MD2 here. So I'm going to mark here the MD2. Okay, got the MD2. And then they wait for rejection or any setup. So let's see if there's any setup or direction. Let's go to another. Oh wow, itu sangat ni. Okay, so I'm going to play. Ni lambat pula. Sekejap Okay, so the prices keep going up, keep going up. Okay. Then dekat dalam, okay, so sekarang price dia buat apa? Kita tak boleh, kejap Sorry. Okay, mari tadi ni di MD2. Sorry. So kita tunggu rejection dekat sini. Ni separuh trader dia selalu buat macam ni. Usually some traders they have mark the direction and then they wait for rejection. Okay. So yeah. So dia pun start sell dekat sini. Nampak tak ada QM? Tak nampak juga, tak tahulah. Tak nampak lah. Yeah, make it like this. So we have, sekejap. Okay, kita ada nampak high low, higher high, lower low dekat sini. Tak jelas Ya, saya tunjuk kat sini lah. Kat sini. Okay, kita nampak high low, higher high, lower low. Okay, lagi satu, ada trader yang dia buat apa? Ni style saya. This is my style. I always use this style. Because waiting for mark or waiting for direction is so tired. Very tired. Penat. Kita nak tunggu dia. For example kan, korang pergi tanda direction, tanda. Contoh kan, you guys mark direction here and then the price didn't reject. The reject but no setup. It's so tired if you mark like this. So my style is I found setup. I do like this. Okay. And then I look for direction. So I'm going to look, or I see, like, for example, we pretend, we see QM here, and then let's see if the head of the QM is in the same line of direction. Jom kita tengok. Adakah kepala QM ni sama baris dengan direction? Tak kisahlah direction apa kan. Mungkin DMD1 ke DMD2, mana-mana lah. Okay, so then I'm going to switch to the higher time frame. And then, tada! Kita ada double marbles. Nampak tak? Saya colorkan direction pink. So this is double marbozo and then price start reject and then in H4 price buat confirmation. Okay. And then price pun datang dan terus terjun. Scan back and continue forward. So this is my style. I start to look for the setup first, and then I will look if there's any, if this hit of the QM is in the same line with direction. Okay, so you guys clear? Hmm. Dia ada dua jenis saja trader. Tapi bagi saya, for me, the most easiest, yang paling senang adalah dengan cara macam ni. Okay, saya akan tandakan and then kita nampak QM kan. We saw QM. But then we mark the QM's head. Does this QM's head, kepala QM ni sebaris tak in the same line of the double Marubozu or the MD1 or the MD2? Yes. Okay. The MD2. You have to know that the MD2 are seldom. The direction that always occurs are the MD1 and setup in setup direction, but mostly the MD1. They are just everywhere. Okay. Usually teacher cari setup time frame berapa dulu? Sometimes M15. Tak ada jumpa M15, saya pergi M30. Kadang-kadang saya jump balik ke M5. Sometimes I'll go to H1. Tapi selalunya saya suka start dari M15. Tak tahu kenapa. Ya, maknanya kepala QM wajib di direction. Ni kepala QM ni wajib inilah di direction dia. Okey, kejap. Saya rasa ada lagi satu contoh. Okey, nampak tak dekat sini? Mana ni? I'll give you another example. This, okay, you see this QM, let's see direction of this QM. Jom kita tengok. Kenapa QM ni tak menjadi kan? Okay, QM ni menjadi pula. Okay, QM ni menjadi and then sekarang, now we mark the direction. So now look for this direction of the QM. Okay, so I'm going to color pink for direction. And then I'm going to color pink of this direction. Jom kita tengok adakah dia selari dengan direction yang saya ajarkan. Okay, jom kita tengok dekat daily, tak ada. Dekat weekly, ada. Nampak tak? Kita ada di MD1 dekat sini. Dan kita tengok dekat sini. Ada direction. Tengok, price dah sentuh. Ada direction tak? Tak ada direction. Ni weekly ni. Weekly. Tak ada direction. Price ambil mana? No wonder price respect this QM because in weekly they got direction. Okay, the MD1 and then kita tengok dekat H4 dia dah buat setup. Kepala QM dia sebaris dengan direction. And then kita nampak dia buat setup. Okay, so this is the powerful of direction. Okay, no wonder dia tak respect QM ni. Sebab QM ni kita tak tahu direction benda lah. Kan? Tak nampak. Okay. So, faham Understand? Kalau QM tengok kepala. Kalau SNRC1, SNRC2 macam mana nak tengok? Jarang SNRC, memang saya nampak jarang lah. SNRC1, SNRC2. Setup cari makan QM, QMC, manipulation. Okay. Wow, ramainya yang typing. Sekejap ya, saya baca satu-satu. Um, Teacher, do you check first where the price coming from or just entry up direction and setup? Yeah, of course, I check where the price came from. Like this one, I'm going to sell this one. I'm going to sell here. Okay, I'm going to. But well, when it comes up, I have to see where this price came from. And then, ta-da, the price came from QM in H4. So this one you have to be careful with it. Okay. Teacher, if Confluence broken macam mana? Biarkan je lah. Kita cari Confluence lain. Confluence broken. Contohnya macam mana? Macam ni. Lepas tu dia broken. Kita cari pair lain. Mana-mana opportunity lain kan. Macam CK1, macam CK2 semua tu. Actually, dia just bagi confidence dekat kita tau. Untuk, macam nak cakap dia macam bagi confidence. Sekejap. I give you example. It's not about entry, it's about confidence. This Confluence give you confidence. Like this one, H4. I think it's in H4. Yes. I'm going to delete this. Okay. You see here. Nampak tak? Dekat sini kita ada blind spot. Okay, we see blind spot here. And at the same time, kita ada apa? Kita ada CK1. This is CK1. First, second, then. Okay. And then kita ada blind spot. Kita ada bullish engulfing dekat atas. Okay. And then kita cari ada there's any setup in lower time frame dekat sini. Ni blind spot direction yang ada CK1 tu. Okay, kita ada jumpa bullish engulfing. Then kita tengok. This is M1. This is QM. Low, high, low, low, higher, high. Price datang semula dan terus terbang. M5 ada bullish engulfing. Okay, it's not only blind spot, but Confluence give you confidence. Okay, this is Confluence. Okay. What is the best time frame to start looking for setup? It actually depends on you. But for me, I like to look from M15 or M30. Because I know if I go to M15 or M30, the direction must be in H4 or maybe H1 or yeah, because I'm an intraday trader. Okay, lagi ada apa-apa soalan? Kalau DMD weekly lawan, oh ni DM lawan DM. Menang ke? Menang. Yang ni saya tak tahu lah macam mana nak tengok dia menang ke tak. Kita tengok dia pergi dekat mana. Dia pergi dekat daily ke dia pergi dekat weekly. Then kita tengok dia buat rejection. Kita tengok dia pergi dekat mana dulu. Lepas tu kita tengok dia buat rejection. Dia ada buat setup tak? Kalau ada confluence pun cantik. Bukan semua direction kena tengok confluence. No. It's not about confluence semata-mata. It's about direction. Confluence is just like you adding apa tu flavor sahaja. Okay, kejap saya baca satu-satu. Oh. Dekat IG story teacher kata confluence principle ada dua jenis. Macam mana dua jenis tu? Inilah dia. Satu jenis dia kita Allah, aku dah padam dah tadi. Confluence has two types. First, like this. Confluence like this. And second, it's like this. Maksudnya, satu dia confluence. First, it is confluence. And another one is CK. Confluence macam ni. Okay, let me kejap ya. First, it's like this. Price buat macam ni. Okay. Nampak tak? Okay. Okay, macam ni. Okay, this is the first type. Okay, dan price datang macam ni. Contoh lah. Sorry lah, saya lukis macam ni. And another type, it is like this. Okay. Kejap. Macam mana tadi macam ni. Okay. Okay. Macam ni. Okay, so ini the second part. Sama macam CK. Alright. Cuma dia lebih kepada direction. Okay, this is the second type. Okay. Dekat sini sekarang pukul 5:30. Kejap nak just berdiri. Okay, any other question? Okay, how? Yeah. Guys, any question? Kejap banyak sangat saya tak tahu. Nak jawab yang mana satu? How many you entry in 1 month? Sometimes 1 month pun I tak entry. Never count lah. Setakat ni teacher guna trendline sahaja sebagai confluence atau ada confluence lain? Confluence lain tu, the different confluence, the other confluence is the club yang saya ajar confirmation like a boss. Itu adalah confluence untuk setup. Yang saya ajar ni adalah confluence untuk direction. So mereka adalah satu, dia nampak sama tapi dia berbeza. Looks same but it different. Confluence principle wajib di body ke? Selalunya saya body saja. Yang penting korang jumpa direction. Macam uh, setup. Macam untuk setup saya kata yang penting kita cari entry point. Confluence ni dia nombor 2. Okay, Hadi. Can explain how do we determine the DM, D1, DM, D2 is not fresh and cannot be reused. Okay, okay. Wait. How to determine that it is not fresh and cannot be reused? Okay. This is DMD1. Okay, this is DMD1. And then this is the last price. Okay, price make the double Maribozo and then price finish until here and then price start to jump back. Okay, so this is okay, so okay, then price jump back and then price go react and have touched this area. And then, are you going to sell again here? No. If the price react until here, even it touch here, yes, you can see you can consider that the price going to be back in here and make any setup and then react until down here. But now the price have reached its limit here, the previous price, the previous low. Okay, so like in here. This one, I do not consider the price not fresh. Like, for example, like this one. Okay, we have the MD1 because this is the last price. Okay, the price came and react until here. Does it react until here? No. Okay, it react and then came back and then make setup, rejection, setup, and confirmation. Okay, we have QM in M5. Okay, do you see any setup here? No. Do you see any setup here? Yes. High, low, higher, high, lower, low. And then the price continue fall. Okay. Direction dan setup terjadi di time frame yang sama. Jarang. Direction and setup occurs in the same time frame. I have entry in Euro New Zealand, I think. Kejap ya. Kejap. It's in Euro New Zealand. It's in H4, I think. Wait, yeah, this one. This is set up in setup direction. This is setup, and this is setup. This is the QM, and then price make another QM here. So yeah, this occurs in the same time frame. Direction, setup. Okay. It occurs, but it's not always occurs. Wait. You guys ask question first. I want to nak buka lampu kejap. Pula, pula. Okay, guys, let me read the question. After finding setup and direction, can share what you look up for to see if risky. Coming up from QM, higher time frame direction. Uh, okay, it's like triple confirmation, is it? I like to, for example, I don't want to be over such a over analysis. Like if I see QM, if I see direction, this is the MD1, and then I see direction, and then I have to look out, does this price came from the major supply zone, or maybe there's any setup in here that the price have to fulfill. But since there's no setup here, I'll just go with it. And if you still have trust issues, you can find for Confluence also. Okay. And the most important thing also, you have to see where the price came from. Like you're going to sell here, and then you see, does this price came from any major setup in here? But since there's no major setup in here, so yeah, price came back and continue fall. What will be the SL, or is it no SL setup? My SL for if I find QM direction, my SL might be big. My SL might be here, or 30 pips after the entry point. But my SL might be here. Okay, but usually I'm so lazy to put SL because once it touch my entry point, I like to monitor. Okay, and yeah. So you will look for direction from an even higher time frame, like weekly or monthly, then look for more direction. No, this is called over analysis, dear. You are over analysis. You have find direction, then don't find any more direction in the lower time frame. Your duty after that, you find lower, for example, you saw direction in daily. So your duty then you see rejection, setup. Don't over-analysis, please. How I define momentum. Wait. There's a setup on direction even price has tested few times. As long as the particular DMD has not broken, that DMD still can be used. Yes. It's some. So can you share more about how you define momentum? This is momentum. This is momentum. This is momentum. This is momentum. During compounding, I will hate momentum. This is momentum. This is momentum. During compounding, I love sideways from H4 to H1. Seriously, this is momentum. How can we find setup in momentum? No, impossible. I can say 70%. We cannot find setup in momentum. That's why I like to compound during sideways. But since price, I hope the price have finished their momentum, then yeah, we can compound peacefully after that. Aku cakap slow. Okay, so all right, guys, I think that's all for now. It's been 1 hour and 15 minutes, and sudah 1 jam 15 minit. So kejap set. Hey Siri, open calendar. Okay, webinar yang seterusnya adalah pada 31 hari bulan 12. 31 hari bulan 12. Webinar yang seterusnya. The next webinar is on 31st of December. 31 hari bulan 12. Dan semua diwajibkan, everyone mandatory to to attend this webinar. Semua diwajibkan untuk menghadiri webinar ni sebab ada banyak kata-kata, ada banyak kata-kata semangat, ada banyak pesanan yang saya nak tinggalkan sebelum kita akan mula berperang, sebab kita kena siapkan perisai. There's a lot of things I want to tell you, but seriously, you really have to attend. And sekejap ya, saya akan update masa pukul berapa webinar, tapi selalunya malam kan. I will update what time, but the date might be on 31st of December. Okay, and I will put you on this channel. This channel is only for yeah, it's channel only. There's no, because I don't like noise during my compound. This will be my first time with all people, with all of you, with all my students. Usually I compound my mentor, I compound by myself. So dengan channel ni, so but please attend. Ada banyak benda yang saya nak share. Okay. So kejap. Okay, so saya rasa itu saja. Oh, I wonder how we cope with compounding. Alam, macam group signal, like signal group, you attend. I also attend long time ago group signal. But this one with marking, this one with I will apa tu? This one more precise. I will explain each entry. Okay, but if live during, I mean like if instant, I cannot explain more. After I post the mark area, then I will explain. Saya tak follow, saya rare. Saya berani mati punya account. It means that you are ready to lose your money. So yeah, actually it's easy, but the one's not easy is emotions. Okay, so saya rasa itu saja. Terima kasih dan apa-apa pun semoga bermanfaat, dan saya akan send recorder, tunggu dia loading dulu, dan saya akan send dekat dalam group. Okay, terima kasih. Assalamualaikum. Bye.